We're back with another episode of Dells Ducks Hockey This Week on YouTube and DellsDucksHockey.com. Also, as a radio version on JuniorHockey.com radio. I'm Jim Den Hollander, and we're joined once again by head coach Bill Zanaboni and assistant coach, Jake Habeisen. And today we have forward Ian Wood from the Pittsburgh area, an 18-year-old who will be playing with the Ducks this year. His second year of junior experience, having played for the Pittsburgh NA3 outfit last year. Welcome to the Dells, Ian.
Thank you.
As we were talking before, I think you've become very familiar with this team already. You were at the tryout in Chicago, played in that little tournament in Kenosha, and also played with players down east. You've gotten to know the coach very well, and it seemed like really you fit in really quickly, I thought, and became quite a role player, and you seem really comfortable.
Yeah, I love it up here. It's a great atmosphere. I love the guys. Really looking forward to the season.
Any difference between Wisconsin and Pennsylvania that really sticks out to you right now?
It's a lot more rural out here.
Yeah.
A lot less hills. So.
And this town's a little bit different than the rest of Wisconsin, I think. Now you've been on the ice all week, and do you find like even when you're just horsing around with the guys, which is kind of what's going on this week, these are just unofficial little skates and things, do you find that you already start to gel and bond out on the ice?
Yeah, it seems like we've really been connecting as a group, and we're having a blast doing it. So.
Coach Zanaboni, you were quite excited when you were able to get Ian Wood early in the off season, and it seems like he could be a real key player on this team this year.
Yeah, no, I think Woody was the second guy that we tendered this year.
Right.
Along with another Pittsburgh native and the goalie Mike Ambrose. So, yeah, I mean, Woody was a guy that we thought would fit in. He reminded me and Jake of a cross type player. I think last year he had 22 points. What we saw out of him is the ability to play in 3 different zones. Like we talked about before, is he can play on the first line or the fourth line and understands the roles that he needs to do for games. He can be a power play guy, he can be a penalty kill guy. So, it's like we said day one. Pieces to the puzzle. That's what we're all looking for. We thought Ann would be a good piece to fit into our identity as a team.
Right. Now, I wanted to ask you about just the sort of schedule that you've gone through this week in particular. We've talked a lot about how close we're getting to camp, days, weeks, and now we're just down to a few short days. But really, I think this week it's been kind of game on because there's been players arriving and the excitement builds, but it's kind of a hectic week for everybody, including coaches. Your roles change for the week. You become a sort of bus driver, construction guy, a lot of different things. And it's something. It's kind of a hectic week, but it's got to be something you kind of look forward to just getting underway.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes, but we try to get all these guys that are early involved. So whatever we're doing, we try to get them, all together where we're all doing things together. Whether it's it's building beds, or if it's here finishing up stuff in the locker room, getting stuff together. Just to get the chemistry to start molding. Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's long days, long hours, but it's it's stuff that we have to do to make sure that when kids come in, they feel welcome and they feel like they're in a top-notch program.
Okay, now Jake, you've been busy this week too. Obviously, you kind of shifted from looking after the ice, which obviously you and arena manager Aaron Kirby did an awesome job at getting the ice ready, but there's a lot of off-ice stuff going on too, and just the same. I mean, it's kind of just a hectic week, right?
Yeah, a lot of building beds, like Bill had mentioned earlier, construction stuff, getting the locker room finished up. I think over the last 2 years now, we've made some nice improvements in there. I think after today or tomorrow, we'll be all finished with everything in there, and that'll look nice when the guys come in. And it's good getting this stuff all done, and I'm just really looking forward to tryouts on Sunday and then getting into the routine and training camp on Monday.
As a coach that's been here for all 3 years, Jake, I gotta think that, I mean, for me personally, I just think it's that the team is starting to arrive as a real community outfit. You know, we have more billets this year than we had in previous years, and it just seems like the team is starting to become more and more part of the community. Do you sort of pick up on that as well?
Yeah, the first year was tough just with how quick things came together, and I thought there were some good steps last summer, but I think there's really no comparison between any of the seasons. I think going into this year, it's probably the most confident I am as far as, you know, with the team on the ice and the community support we're getting, and hopefully getting out some fans and everything. And I think it's been a pretty productive summer.
Okay. Now, Ian, did you look at the Dells online or anything like that before you came here? Like, is there any sort of things that you're hoping to do in this town before the season's over?
I've seen a lot of the water parks. They've been a blast. Really getting out and enjoying the nature around town.
Yeah. And do you think that the people seem pretty friendly?
Yes, very friendly.
Good. Now, the team is going to be arriving. There's a half dozen, 8 players here right now. They're going to be arriving in droves, starting probably tonight. Players are on the road. If you look at Facebook, there's a lot of players that have left home or on their way here, or will be arriving today, tomorrow. Obviously, everybody will be here by Sunday. So that's going to be kind of hectic. And then Sunday, actually Saturday, several of the players might be involved in a different event. And then Sunday, there's a full day work here at the arena, a tryout, in conjunction with the Central Wisconsin Saints. We're going to have a couple of exhibition games with them, Coach, and then obviously making some tough decisions. What do you think the schedule will be right after that? Like, I mean, how are you going to approach things starting Monday?
Well, to be honest, we'll probably start Sunday night.
Good.
You know, it's just a lot to go over. I mean, you know, we want to be together right away probably as much as possible. And I think that's what we did last year, and I think that really helped us out a lot. So we'll probably start Sunday night just with team meetings, you know, kind of run down some basic stuff of what, you know, our identity is, what we're looking for out of players in the community, just stuff like that. And then Monday morning, you know, starts training camp. And we'll see, I guess, who can get through it and who can't. And we'll probably be bright and early at Christmas Mountain, test out the ski hill in the summertime. And, you know, it's going to be an everyday occurrence. I mean, you know, we're going to push these guys hard because our schedule is not easy. You know, I think we said before, right now we have 73 games on our schedule. You know, we're still waiting for our 2 games to get scheduled with St. Mary's in Minnesota, so that puts us at 75. I mean, so it's going to be a long year, and if we go into it and take it as, you know, it's just junior hockey and relax and just go through the motions, we're not going to be very successful. And when the team's successful, individual people have success, and your kids move on. You know, so we got to get that message in right away to our guys.
Now, Woody, we've talked a lot in the past weeks about how, you know, with the event in Kenosha, playing games against the Rampage and stuff like that, how it, you know, it gives the coaches a chance to see players playing in anger, you know, at a high competitive level. And you sort of become used to that now, I guess, with that. And with the showcase or the tryout on Sunday, you're going to be in that position again. Does it change the way you approach the? It's not just a workout now. It actually is a pretty intense contest, isn't it?
Yeah, very intense.
And do you find like that you sort of you sort of bond instantly on the bench with the other guys?
Yeah, even being here for the past couple of days, I've just really bonded with the guys, and really looking forward to getting to know everybody a little bit better and enjoying the season.
So you just kind of get comfortable with the guys you're with, and
Yeah.
you talk a lot on the bench about
Yes.
stuff like that. Is that the kind of stuff you're looking for, Coach? Like just how they react in those situations?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great way to do it, and we talked about it about our first showcase in Kenosha or Pleasant Prairie. You know, you get to see guys how they're going to react in tight situations. You know, when guys are, you know, I guess kind of looking to bury guys into the boards instead of just being an inter-squad game, and you know, guys get comfortable. So, yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, you see guys talking on the bench about plays, and you know, you see who's going to be selfish and unselfish, and who really wants to win a hockey game. No matter, I mean, our mentality is we want to win every single game, no matter if it's a scrimmage on the ice or, you know, we've been out here playing shinny hockey, and you know, you start hearing all the chirps and having fun, but it's, you know, we want guys with the mentality they want to win, and they're going to do whatever it takes to win.
Right.
So it's good, you know, and the more that they can work together, you know, that shows that they understand the concept of hockey, that it's not going to take one guy or two guys or a line. It's going to take 20 guys in a lineup every night to be successful.
Now, do you find, like, with something like a game, like when you're actually going into a competitive game like that, I know that you and Coach Habeisen like to sort of be away from the bench. You get a better vantage point if you're sitting up in the bleachers or up in the observation tower there, to sort of see what's going on. But do you actually, like, put some kind of systems in place, or do you make adjustments between periods, like treat it like a real game?
Yeah, I mean, well, we're definitely not there to coach. You know what I mean, during camp. I mean, we kind of want to see how guys adapt and can play in different situations. But, you know, we'll definitely go in minor adjustments. You know, if guys are, you know, some guys might be nervous and gripping a stick too tight. And, you know, that's not what we want. We don't want guys to play like that ever. Because we, you know, right now our goal is to go as far as we can. And late in the year, you can't be gripping your stick tight. So, you know, I thought we did a good job of that last year, really adapting and feeling comfortable playing in tight situations and tight hockey games. So, yeah, I mean, actually for this one, I think I'll be up and Jake will be on the bench, so we can communicate. He can kind of give me a feel of, you know, guys' character on the bench and how, you know, how body language is and everything else. I mean, we're going to go through, you know, our checklist and make sure that every decision that we have to make is the right one.
Okay. And Coach Habeisen, are you just more or less getting an overall look, or you're obviously kind of the defensive specialist, or that's sort of the area that you prefer to sort of focus on? Are you looking at that area specifically, or is it just like an overview of what you're going to be doing?
No, I mean, usually, whether it's a tryout or we go scouting or anything, I usually tend to watch the D a little bit closer, but we're both still always looking at everything, so I won't be just focusing in on the D. We got a lot of talented forwards coming into camp, and we're going to need as many eyes on them as we can have.
Okay. So it sounds like the guys are gonna be sort of going into a trial type of situation on Sunday, and then immediately working on conditioning right afterwards to get ready for some competitive games soon after, and then be ready for the season.
Yeah, I mean, we got 4 days until we play our first exhibition game on Friday. So we play Friday at 1:30 and then again at 7:30, I think. So,
Right.
I mean, we got to be in shape, and we got to have the knowledge of, you know, what we want out of the group. So, you know, it's going to take some time. We're going to have to do conditioning. We're going to have to do on ice. We're going to have to do classroom. So, you know, it's going to be long hours for all of us, but we're all going to do it together, and we'll get through it.
Okay. Well, good luck with the camp on the weekend, Coach. And Woody, good luck at the camp. I hope things go well for you. And hopefully we'll be talking this time next week with somebody that's an official member of the 2013 Dells Ducks. And we'll see you all next week. Thanks, coaches, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Jimmy.
you.